And now the Nuclear Broadcasting System presents the 3 Mile Theater. Safe, clean, and efficient entertainment for home and industry. Brought to you each week by the makers of Repento Hot Wash and Culver's Fish Cream. Those delicious little frozen seafood treats on a stick.
Come in. We've been waiting for you. Tonight we've got a tale that will chill you to your very bones. Down, Leroy, down! A story so horrifying, so frightfully real you might not want to listen to it alone. I am called Dave, and I will be your ghost for this evening's thriller. So, as you lock your doors, bolt your windows, turn off all your lights, and grab your handguns, we invite you folks out in radioactive land to find a good seat as the curtain goes up in the 3 Mile Theater. If you're like me, you probably have a few skeletons in your closet. That's one thing I never make any bones about. But mine only stays there because he doesn't have the guts to come out. And that's where our story begins, in the closet. And it's about a man who did come out, only to find himself face to face with the creeping void. Two men sit huddled in a crowded closet, cautiously studying one another in the near darkness. A single match casts an eerie glow on their face in a corner, while the other figure paces nervously among the buckets and brooms, staring into the flame as it burns its way to his thumb.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, and there's not much time, but now there's two of us. We can fight them together.
But I really don't want to get involved.
Oh, but you are involved. You've got no choice. It may be too late. What time is it?
12 o'clock.
It's too late.
My watch is a little fast.
Then we still have a chance. So, you want to hear the truth. The whole shameful, disgusting truth. The whole sickening, revolting truth. I can't talk about it.
We haven't much time.
Oh, you're so right. The terrible secret. Are you sure you're ready for this? Maybe you should sit down.
I am sitting down.
Then maybe you should stand up. We can't let them catch us sitting down.
Out with it.
Okay, the terrible secret, the truth behind all the mysterious goings-on is... Shh, someone's coming.
They're opening the closet door.
Oh, no!
We'll be back to the 3 Mile Theater after this word from our sponsor.
Dishes! I get so sick of dishes I could just go read. Why can't I ever relax for a while? Oh, Joy, what's wrong?
It's your attitude, Carol. It stinks.
My attitude?
Mm-hmm. I used to have the same problem, heart odor, until I found out about Repento. It's a heart deodorant.
Heart deodorant?
Mm-hmm.
Joy, are you kidding?
Mm-mm. Washes away the attitudes that cause a bad heart. See? It's right here on the label. Read it yourself.
Repento cleans up your conversation.
It really works.
Well, Joy, I think I'll try it.
Wonderful.
Later that week...
Oh, Carol, your conversation is so uplifting nowadays. It's a real blessing to be around you.
Oh, thanks to you.
Oh, now.
And Repento, why, even doing dishes is
Yes?
a real joy.
You're so clever, Carol.
Oh.
That's right, folks. Remember to clean up your act with Repento.
If your heart's a mess, you must confess. You need Repento.
And now back to our closet, where our main character is facing an unknown danger, and where the moths are having a ball.
Cramped inside a crowded closet with a half-crazed old coot, not exactly cozy. And just what was this terrible secret? I didn't want to wait around to find out. I wanted to run, but I couldn't. My foot was stuck in a pail, and I was in this thing up to my ankle. A rainy day and a Sunday afternoon drive was where it all started. A drive that led us on a journey into the depths of horror and the heights of the supernatural. I made a turn at the middle of nowhere and headed into the unknown.
How much farther do we have to go, Rick? The casserole's getting cold.
Well, Anne, you can always make sandwiches out of it for my lunch tomorrow, honey.
You mean we're lost?
Only until I can figure out where we are.
Oh, Rick, tonight's the all-church potluck. We'll be missing out on food, fellowship, and fun.
Well, how do you think I feel? I was dying to see Phil Frank's film footage from the foreign field. Oh, no.
What's wrong with the car?
The engine. It's cut out mysteriously, and now it won't start.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Look up ahead. It looks like a house. Maybe they have a phone we can use.
Rick, for some reason I feel uneasy about that place.
An eerie sense of impending doom?
Sort of.
The place turned out to be an old abandoned church. During brief flashes of lightning, I could see it clearly, all boarded up and surrounded by a few twisted barren trees. Ominously, my digital beeped, 8 o'clock. The door's open. Hello? Anybody home? Nobody's been in this place for a long time.
Oh, Rick, there's no telephone here. Let's go back to the car. Maybe somebody will drive by and see us.
Let's at least wait until it stops raining. I wonder what kind of church this was.
A terrible church. An evil, dead church.
Anne, whatever would make you say such a thing?
I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to say. Rick, there's something strange about this place.
Oh, don't be so uptight, Anne. Relax. This place isn't so bad. It kind of reminds me of our church. Look here. It's an old moss-covered tuna casserole. All that remains of a long-forgotten potluck. This thing's probably been here for years.
Rick,
What is it?
this casserole, it's still warm. Good evening.
Who are you?
There are those who call me Morphelia.
Is that your name?
No, we don't get visitors here very often. You'll have to fill out one of these visitor cards.
Well, my name's Rick Wallaby, and this is my wife, Anne.
Did you pick up one of our buses, or did you come with a friend?
Well, actually, our car stalled out a little ways down the road. Do you have a phone we could use to call for help?
I'm afraid not. The storm has knocked out all the telephone lines and the electricity.
We were on our way to church when we got lost.
How unfortunate. Walk this way.
We thought this place was deserted.
Deserted? Oh, my, no. You folks are just in time for evening service.
You mean you actually hold services here?
2 on Sunday, 1 midweek, and once a month we have a rally for the young people.
Well, how far to the next town?
Too far. You can just sit here in the back row. Let me move these casseroles. Just drop this card in the offering plate. I'll let Brother Somonax know you're here.
What an odd woman. Such cold hands.
She frightens me. This place frightens me. Why can't we just...
We might as well make the best of things, Anne. Like it or not, we'll have to stay the night. Shh. This must be Brother Somonax.
With every head bowed and every mind closed, and while our organist is playing softly, I ask you, friends, do you find that the frustrations of daily living get you so uptight you can't see straight? I see those hands. Then tonight's word is for you, and that word is relax. Take a deep breath and slowly let it out.
His voice had a mysteriously soothing quality to it, and I began to feel my body relaxing, my apprehensions fading, my mind quietly excusing itself and slipping out the back. I became less and less aware of what was happening around me, knowing only the voice. As it enveloped me in calm and tranquility, I could have stayed there forever, except my head bounced off the pew in front of me and came to rest near my wife's shoes.
Inhale, exhale.
Anne, you were right. There's something strange about this place.
Oh, Rick, you're always so uptight. Just relax and enjoy the service.
I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think I like it.
Exhale.
That's right.
Inhale.
Just keep it up while we consider some more answers to the important questions like, what's in it for me?
Exhale.
I see that hand.
Take my hand and come on, Anne. I think this is the way out.
I wasn't aware the service was over already.
Well, nice bumping into you again, Sister Anemia. My wife was looking a little pale, so we came out to get some air. Inhale, exhale. You keep her busy and I'll look for a way out of here. I didn't like leaving Anne alone with her, but I was sure that I could find my way back to the foyer if I just had a minute. I was groping down a side passage when suddenly I was grabbed from behind and pulled into that closet. I'd never talked to anyone inside a closet before, so I felt a little awkward for a second. I stammered out a lame,
What's this all about? Shh! They'll hear you.
Who?
Those things.
Those are good Christian people you're talking about.
Are they? Have you looked into their eyes? Listen to the way they talk.
Really now, you've got to let me go. This is crazy.
Is it as crazy as letting them take over?
All right. I'm perfectly willing to let you tell me all about it, but you've still got me by the throat.
Do I? Oh, sorry. My name is Renfield.
It was then that we were nearly discovered.
Shh! It's one of those things.
Can you tell me how to get to the big room with all the spews?
Yeah, it's down the corridor to the left.
Thanks you very much.
Ooh, that was bad. Now, tell me, don't you notice something unusual about these people?
I did remember that Anne and I were the only ones singing during song service. I had thought it was because the others didn't know the words. And then there was the man next to us who was nailed to the pew. It didn't seem like much at the time, but I mentioned it to Renfield.
Of course they're nailed in. I did it myself.
But nailed in? That's awful.
Oh, you're telling me I'm running out of nails. You see, if they weren't nailed in, they'd be falling all over the floor.
You mean they're dead?
No, they're bored. I watched it happen myself. So slowly, no one realized what was going on until it was too late. You fall spiritually asleep for just a second and it happens. Your light is extinguished. You become useless.
His words cut like a Gensu! So, there was more to it all than food, fellowship, and fun. A little more time and I would have ended up nailed to a pew like the others. He went on.
They don't like us, Rick. We make them feel uncomfortable. And if there's one thing they simply won't tolerate, it's being uncomfortable. They want to make us like them.
Oh no! My wife! I left her with one of those things!
Wait! If you want to get out of here, meet me in the belfry in 15 minutes. And take this. You'll need it.
A cross? I don't understand.
They're terrified by it. Now go and be careful!
Yes, and I want to stress and stress again the importance of the word. And that word, of course, is relax. Just relax.
Of course. Why didn't I see it before? Relax.
Here comes your husband. Remember the word.
Yes. I was so worried about you, Rick.
No need to worry. No need to worry about me anymore, Anne. I've come over to your side.
Oh, Rick.
So you
Rick,
finally see the light, have you, Rick?
Light. Everything Jesus said and less.
This is a blessing, isn't it, Anne?
I'm so blessed I could die.
Well, I'm blessed that you're blessed.
Let me be the first to offer you the right hand of fellowship. There's a potluck tonight in the fellowship hall.
We'll be there. We won't forget, Sister Amnesia. Come, Anne.
That'll be a blessing!
All this talk about potlucks and casseroles is making me hungry. I think I'll try cooking up one of my own. Just call me Count Spatula. How about you, Mr. Announcer? Got any suggestions for a midnight snack?
Just one, Dave. I suggest we send out for some Cobra's Fish Cream, those delicious little frozen seafood treats on a stick. That's right, kids. Try cooling off this summer with Cobra's Trout Stick or Salmon Sherbet Shrimp Sundae or Creamy Oysters Jubilee. Made fresh every day. And remember not to forget this month's flavor of the week, Mississippi Fudge. 3 big scoops of steamed catfish, batter dipped in real chocolate, topped with blueberry cheese bait. And keep saving those baggies for wonderful free prizes. That's Cobra's Fish Cream for the frozen seafood lover in you.
Ooh, just thinking about Cobra's Fish Cream gives me a cold creep down my spine. And speaking of cold creeps, let's get back to our story, The Creeping Void. We continue with Rick and Ann in the eerie old church, wandering down a dark passage alone, together.
Come on, Ann. Let's get out of here.
This isn't the way to the fellowship hall, Rick.
Chatting with folks so dead they have to be nailed in's not my idea of fellowship. Oh no. We must have come the wrong way. Who are those people coming toward us? The service must be over. Quick, this way. We're safer now. I wonder where we are. Look, on those tables, casseroles, millions of them. This must be the fellowship hall. Wait, there's someone standing over there. Renfield! Come on, honey. We might have a chance yet.
But Rick, can't we stop and eat? I'm so hungry.
Renfield, am I glad to see you? Look, I've brought my wife. Now let's get out of here and warn the Christians. We can't let the devil defeat the church like this. We can stop him if we act fast. Stop banging on that organ and listen to me! Renfield!
I think you've become a little too devil-conscious, Rick.
Oh, no!
You're a little bit uptight. You need to relax.
Renfield! They got you too! You were passive!
We've been waiting for you, Rick.
Come on, Ann! This way!
Leaving so soon, Rick?
There's a casserole for you, Rick.
There's no use fighting it, Rick. You can't stay awake forever.
Yes, I can. To the last breath. I've got to get out of here and warn the Christians.
But we're all Christians here.
Won't you join us, Rick? It's so much easier.
I flipped over the table in front of me. Dozens of casseroles crashed to the floor. Suddenly, I realized something was terribly wrong. I had tuna noodle all over my shoes. I grabbed Ann's hand, and in the confusion, we slipped out a side door. Come on, honey. They're right behind us.
Oh, Rick, I think I've hurt my leg. You go ahead without me.
Here, I'll help you.
But, Rick, that spinach gumbo looked so good.
There they are!
We've got them now!
Suddenly, I remembered the cross Renfield had given me. I pulled it out and waved it at the zombies. Oh, yeah? What about this?
Don't talk like that!
Change the subject.
Don't panic, breathe, breathe.
I held aloft the cross as it glistened in the morning sunlight, streaming through the broken windows of the foyer. I pulled Ann behind me, and on the way out the door, I gave Renfield the left foot of fellowship. No one followed.
Rick, you mustn't do this.
They're not coming after us. Good. Let's rest here a minute. Ann, look at me.
What?
We've got to snap out of this. Listen to me.
What?
There's millions of people out there with needs.
Needs?
They need to hear the gospel.
Gospel?
They need to be loved.
What? But the word is relax.
Oh, you're too relaxed.
The word is...
We can't barricade ourselves in this mausoleum while people are starving, dying. Ann, you've got to come out of this.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. What a horrible nightmare. Rick, I didn't even care anymore.
It can happen to anybody.
Oh.
But it's all right now. The nightmare is over. The nightmare was over for us. But what about others? Through the trees, I could see buses being loaded with casseroles. No doubt they were to be shipped to potlucks throughout the country. The word is apathy. Are you cutting back on your prayer time? Finding excuses not to witness? Is it happening in your church? Is it happening to you?
It's okay now. over, turn your lights back on, and put away your handguns. Something like that couldn't really happen, could it? Just don't sell your soul for a casserole. Oh, and mine should be done right about now. Perfect. You're wondering what my fine-feathered friend Leroy had to say about all this? Let's just say he really got cooked up over tonight's story. Next week, our feature will be Ma and Pa Kettle in outer space. Ooh, don't miss it. So, until our next strange story, this is your strange storyteller, Dave, saying nighty-night. Nighty-night.